A successful no-buy week doesn't start on Monday. It actually starts today. If I don't plan ahead, I know I'll end up spending money, which totally defeats the purpose of this challenge. So this weekend, I'm prepping everything: food, business, and life, because starting next week, I'll also be babysitting my granddaughter, Malia, 3.5 days a week. And let's just say this week's challenge is about to get even more interesting than I expected. Hi, I'm Dana from Dana Finewell. Last week, I asked everyone to join me in a no-buy challenge so that we can all save money this year. Today is Saturday, and Monday, the challenge will start. I need to go thrifting for my small business. I need enough goods to sell and list before the week starts. I know that it will be almost impossible for me to work on my thrifting business while I'm taking care of Malia. I feel comfortable with one solid week and scattering no-buy days throughout the month. Here's January. I didn't do the no-buy week in January. I was late in coming up with the challenge. But you can see that I had these pink days where I didn't buy anything or just bought necessities. And for me, necessities are mortgage, groceries that are on my list, utilities and other bills, as well as emergencies. Also, business-related necessities are included, like supplies and thrifted goods, only if I sell or list them right away. Okay, I went grocery shopping and picked up some items for the week. I've already bought the bulk of my ingredients on Tuesday at Grocery Outlet. That's senior discount day, and it's 10% off already discounted items, which is really great. But today I went to Berkeley Bowl and I picked up a bottle of coriander spice, and it was $5.49. But then I went to the bulk section and instead I got coriander spice for 48 cents. I was totally amazed at the price difference. I just refilled my bottle at home. So I'm going to share this meal planner that really helped me figure out what I'm going to be batch cooking for the no-buy week. And what I did was I created a spreadsheet in Google Sheets, very, very simple one. And what I laid out was basically 6 different dishes or meals. And I just laid it out in the week. And then I'm anticipating eating a lot of these leftovers too. So what you see here is not like a menu, like I'm going to eat this on Monday and this on Tuesday, but it just kind of makes me visualize to make sure that I'm going to be batch cooking enough food for the week. And again, the reason why I'm batch cooking so many different meals is that I'm going to be babysitting my grandbaby Malia. I'm also going to try to keep my thrifting business alive. This is a lot for me to put on my plate. So that's why I'm using the weekend to prep for this week. So then that way, I don't want to have to go out and, buy ready-made food because the whole challenge is to not spend for the week. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention was that I don't eat breakfast. So I basically only eat my 2 meals, lunch and dinner. And sometimes I have some snacks. And the first thing on this planner is a rainbow noodle salad. It is a new recipe, which is really risky, because what happens if I don't like it? What happens, since it's new, I've never made it, what happens if I mess it up? Then I'm wasting ingredients and I'm wasting time, and I'm going to have to scramble and figure out what other kind of replacement I can, have instead of this dish. So I don't know. I'm challenging myself with making a new dish. And you'll see that there's two different meals that I'm going to be making. They are new, and I've been inspired by these vegan YouTubers that I've been watching. So we'll see how they turn out, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Anyways, so I'll be making that, and then also oven baked chicken wings, which I've made a million times before. Also, my mom's hamburger stew, and I love my mom's hamburger stew. I grew up eating it. Actually, when I was a kid, I kind of didn't like it because we ate it so often, but now as a grown up, I really enjoy it, and my kids enjoy it too. So that is a good, easy one to make. I'm also going to be making kimchi soup. This is my version of a kimchi soup. It's not following any recipes. It's just something that was easy for me to make, and I like it, so I continue to make it. Here's the new recipe: winter kale salad with cilantro dressing. And again, I hope that this tastes good and that I don't mess it up. Also, finally, I'm going to make a slow cooker tri-tip, which should be very simple to make. Pretty much just dump and go, let it cook for a long time, and it should give me a lot of leftovers. So that is I think that's 6 meals that I'm going to be making, batch cooking. I also listed some snacks because I don't want to go upstairs and sneak into, Kelsey and Justin's snacks, because they often have things like ice cream, cookies, donuts. So I'm trying to limit those kinds of sweets that I eat during the week. They're not part of the no buy week challenge. So I make enough for them as well. But they are free to do whatever they want, and they often will order, delivery. So I always shop and make enough food for them as well. So yeah, so my snacks that I'm loving is wasa cracker bread, and it's super, super crunchy. And I'll put like either a Parmesan jalapeno spread on it, or like a soft cheese, and I'll spread that on there. So this is a delicious snack that I like, and it substitutes chips for me, and those savory kinds of snacks. And then I also have cottage cheese and some kind of fruit, and right now we have apples, tangerines, and mango. So that's kind of more of a sweeter substitute for like ice cream. I also will try to keep some Lily's chocolate bars around for me as well. So Lily's doesn't use sugar. They use, I think it's stevia and maybe monk fruit to sweeten their chocolate. And so right now I have Lily's chocolate caramel, which is really yummy. And the nice thing about Lily's is that I tend to not overeat their chocolate. Like I can have like a couple of squares and I'm usually pretty good. Maybe the most is 4 squares and then I'm good. But for whatever reason, I think sugar tends to be a little bit more addictive. So once I start eating something with sugar, I can't stop. And so anyways, I like having this around. Also, I have almonds, I have some bone broth, other sort of items that I can, lean on and snack on. And finally, I have on the bottom of this sheet is a list of ingredients that are in the meals. And so what's great about this is I can list out the ingredients. I can even list out the recipes. So, here's the peanut sauce, for example, and this, I didn't use the exact recipe. I used I simplified the recipe. So again, I can take a photo on my phone, and then that way I could take this to the grocery store and I know exactly what my, groceries list is. So this is also very, very handy. Also, what I like about this is, when I make another week's meal plan, I have all that. I could just copy this, and then I have this as a starting place. So if I want to, let's say, for example, I'm going to do hamburger stew again for this next week, then I already have all the ingredients there. So it's real easy for me. And then I could just save these weeks. And if I just want to duplicate another week, I have it. So anyways, I'm trying this out. I think it's going to be super helpful for me moving forward. I'm going to make a kimchi soup now. All right, so I start with avocado oil and 2 pounds of ground beef, and I go ahead and brown it in a big pot. And at this point, after the meat is browned, I go ahead and add the kimchi. And go ahead and add the kimchi to your taste. In goes some beef broth. This pot, I used to have a bigger pot, but we recently got rid of all our old pots and pans that had non-stick coating on them because of health issues and health reasons. So I'm also adding some Japanese dashi soup stock here, and I just want to add a little bit more flavor. What else I'm adding? I'm adding some mushrooms that were about to go bad, as well as some green cabbage. And so yeah, so you can see this pot's not quite big enough for what I want to make. I'm adding a block of extra firm tofu. And what I like to do is just kind of taste as I go along, just to make sure the flavors are there. I'm adding, I think it's gochujang, and it's a fermented paste. Oh, okay, and then I'm moving on to the cilantro dressing. And this one's not vegan because it has cottage cheese in it, but it is vegetarian. So I started off with these recipes, but then I kind of mixed and matched, and I also simplified recipes. And I don't know, that's the way I cook. I'm not really great at totally following directions. So yeah, you can see I put avocado, lemon juice, some green onions, salt and pepper. I think I also put 1 garlic clove in there. Yeah, I did. And then here's some coriander and maple syrup. And then a whole bunch of cilantro, as much as I can fit into this little baby food processor, which I found in our neighborhood. And someone was just, giving it away free. So here it is. It's nice and creamy, but it's a little thick. So I'm actually going to thin it down a little bit with some olive oil. And if it's still too thick, I can also add some water to it, just to thin it down some. And then just storing it away in this big pickle jar. Okay, and then now it's time for my mom's hamburger stew. I'm going to use 2 pounds of ground beef and an onion, saute it in another big pot. And all the usual seasonings, salt, pepper, and I usually use garlic powder. I also use avocado oil to saute, because avocado oil can take a high temperature without it turning toxic. Oh, okay, that's coconut. I can't remember what it's called. Coconut aminos. And there's soy sauce. I already put in a tomato sauce, soy sauce, and then that coconut sauce, which is kind of like a soy sauce, but it's a little sweeter, which I like to add because it does have that natural sweetness. And again, taste as we go. And there it is. I added some potatoes and fresh carrots, and then now I'm adding frozen peas and corn. My mom used to use canned vegetables, but you know, that's something that I switched up. Okay, there it is. Sven, oh no, we're running low on your dog food. Shoots, and today's Sunday, and the vet's closed. You have special food, so I'm gonna have to go on Wednesday, which I didn't want to do, but we'll pick up some food for you, okay, bud? You have enough until Wednesday. Does anybody else have to hold their dog's food while they eat? For some reason, that's the only way that Sven will eat his food. So twice a day I have to hold his food so that he will eat. One of no spend week challenge. Oh, thank you. Oh, it feels so good. Are you gonna stand there and hold it for me? I'm gonna tie it up. You just stand there. Oh. Oh. Open up the chef. That feels so nice. I'm very cared for. Uh-oh. Oh, little one is calling. Oh, she's there. I knew it. We're all right here. You can see us. Oh, hi. Hi. We're doing a little cooking show, huh? Cooking with Malia. Let's see. I'm gonna do this. Oh, Miss Malia. Oh. This is what's up? This is a dump and go recipe. Making up recipe. Probably there's something that's close to this recipe.
Can you see us now?
Here are some potatoes that look not so great, but I think because they're going to cook it so long, I think it'll be fine. So I'll just do that. This one's okay.
Yeah. I'm right here.
I wanted to make some tuna too. Oh yeah, that's good.
What are you making?
Tri-tip?
Yeah. Oh, there's some tuna too then, so you have
Yeah.
something to just snack on.
I think I'm gonna try to make this tri-tip kind of neutral tasting because we could flavor it out different ways. Like if we wanted to make it a little bit more Mexican flavored, or if we want to have it more, I don't know, barbecue-y, or yeah. Simple. I
She's holding it. Oh! Ah! I can't see you, Mommy. Hi. Where's my mommy? Hello. Thank you. We're here. We're just hanging out. We're gonna just play. We're gonna chill. It's your girl. Oh, I'm spinning up a little bit. Okay. We get your book now. Okay. I think. That won't hurt anybody. Boop, 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 boop. Slept for 7 hours.
What?
And then woke up for feeding at like 2 or 3.
She's doing great.
I know.
Wow.
And then she went back to sleep for another like almost 4 hours.
I'm gonna move these. I have some garbanzo beans with chickpeas. So I bought some ready-made lemon pepper seasoning from one of the markets over here. It's called Berkeley Bowl, and I love lemon pepper seasoning on chicken wings. So
Maybe because I also need to kind of get used to the pumps too. I was supposed to be trying the wearable ones more this week, but I didn't. Maybe I'll try that for the 12 to 1, the lunchtime one, and the afternoon one.
okay.
3 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
Oh, and then I have to load the app. What is it called?
Huckleberry.
Huckleberry. Tacos. Maybe I'll make this one more Indian spice, so maybe I'll add garam masala. Right here, what is this one? Turmeric. You could add turmeric too. And here is my, oh, it's pretty gross again. My garam masala.
You having a good day today? You're such a big girl. You doesn't have to.
Yeah. God, I imagine when she starts standing in the crib and then crawling out of the crib and
Oh my goodness.
running into you guys' bed.
Oh.
The tri-tip is down there at the bottom. Hopefully it's doing okay. Okay, so I wasn't able to show you all of my batch cooking or meal prep, but this is a peanut dressing, and that's going to be for the noodle salad. And then I made a whole bunch of chicken wings, and it has lemon pepper seasoning. I made, see if I can share this in hand. I also pan fried some tempeh that can be added to either the rainbow noodle salad. It could be added to the noodle salad or to other salads or anything actually. I want to make maybe a bowl. Grated a whole bunch of carrots, and I already shredded my purple cabbage. Some sweet potatoes. Some of them got kind of burnt too, but and then this was the tofu, which kind of got burnt too. But there, and there's two different flavors. Here's the tri-tip and potatoes. How's that? Is that good? Wink, 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 wink. You like that? Yay! Wink, 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 wink. It's fun. I feel pretty good about everything I got done, but here's the thing. Malia has been super attached to her mommy lately. I'm hoping she'll settle in with me, but if not, I'll have a pretty crazy week.